Welcome to Keys Open Doors. Today, we're breaking down the massive consumer finance system that operates right behind the scenes of your home purchase. You know, when you're getting ready to buy a home, it's so easy to just get completely swept up in the house hunting process. But honestly, before you even look at a single property, you're stepping into this huge, interconnected financial ecosystem. In this explainer, we're going to map out that ecosystem as a complete blueprint, because truly, understanding how this whole system works is exactly what separates a totally stressed out buyer from an empowered, confident homeowner.
So here's our quick agenda for today. We'll be hitting up 1. Core money topics. 2. Consumer loan types. 3. Rules and compliance. 4. Enforcement actions. And finally, 5. Data and research. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Core money and credit topics. This is really your everyday financial foundation.
Okay, so before you can even think about securing a mortgage, lenders are going to look at your ground floor. We're talking about your basic bank accounts, your credit cards, your credit reports, and how you handle money transfers. Mastering these everyday accounts is literally the vital first step for any aspiring buyer. Actually, just knowing the safe, proper channels for money transfers is absolutely crucial when it comes time to move your earnest money or your down payment.
And because your financial security is so vital, you absolutely have to protect this foundation. Real estate wire fraud? It's a billion-dollar problem that targets everyday buyers just like you. Keeping your accounts locked down and secure from emerging scams is what keeps your home buying timeline totally on track.
Moving on to Section 2, Exploring Consumer Loan Types. This is all about financing your major life goals.
So beyond standard mortgages, you're likely going to encounter, or maybe already have, other types of financing in the mix. Think auto loans, student loans, payday loans, maybe even prepaid cards. The main takeaway here is that none of these exist in a vacuum. It's like a giant puzzle. Your student loans and your auto loans, they all interact to shape your overall credit profile. Lenders look at this entire picture, so understanding every single loan type in your portfolio is definitely essential.
And within this loan category, you've got to know the difference between products. Standard mortgages are what many buyers use to actually purchase a property up front. Reverse mortgages, on the other hand, well, those are tools used to tap into your home's equity much later in life. Just knowing exactly where you are in your own homeownership journey determines which of these financial tools make sense for you.
Now, what if things go south? If any of these consumed loans fall behind, debt collection systems come into play. But hey, you aren't without rights here. Debt collection is a heavily monitored area of consumer finance. It's governed by strict industry standards that are specifically designed to ensure fair treatment for everyone, no matter what type of loan you hold.
All right, Section 3, Rules, Policy, and Compliance. Think of these as the guardrails of finance.
Financial rules, they aren't just static, boring documents. They evolve constantly. Rulemaking adapts to the modern market through interactive regulations, petitions, and advisory committees that, get this, actually invite public comment. So whether it's through public notices or a shifting regulatory agenda, the whole system is built to respond to what everyday buyers are actually experiencing out there.
And once those rules are made, we have compliance. Compliance simply means making sure lenders and financial institutions are playing fair. It's often monitored through routine supervision, official examinations, and regulatory highlights to make absolutely sure the rules aren't just sitting on paper, but are actively being followed by your local bank and your mortgage lender.
Which brings us to Section 4, Enforcement and Consumer Protection, basically taking action against bad actors.
So the consumer protection system has these escalating mechanisms to stop unfair financial practices dead in their tracks. It starts with warning letters. These are early notices giving institutions a chance to correct their behavior. Kind of like a referee throwing a yellow card. But if the bad practices continue, formal enforcement actions kick in. They use full investigatory authority to step in and stop the harm for good. And here's the absolute best part for you. When serious violations happen, enforcement actions aren't just about slapping companies with a massive fine. They can actually result in restitution. That means real money is returned securely and directly to the harmed consumers. The whole ecosystem is designed to make things right when the rules are broken. But wait, how do they find out about this stuff in the first place? Well, this protective ecosystem relies heavily on inside help. Industry whistleblowers are a foundational part of enforcement. These are everyday individuals working within the financial sector who bravely step forward to report hidden internal violations. They ensure that shady practices, which might otherwise totally go unnoticed, are brought directly into the light.
Finally, Section 5, Financial Data and Research, tracking those all-important market trends.
There are vast public data inventories tracking pretty much everything on the market. Take the mortgage database, for instance, often called HMDA, which stands for the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. It tracks lending trends to ensure fair housing and spot discrimination. And alongside consumer credit trends, small business lending data, and well-being surveys, this kind of research makes sure the rules of our financial ecosystem are based on actual reality, not just guesswork.
And guess what? You are a key part of that data. Here's exactly how it works. Step 1, you experience a financial issue or some unfair practice. Step 2, you submit a formal complaint. And Step 3, that data feeds directly into a massive consumer complaint database. Authorities use this exact program to track industry-wide problems and spot emerging trends way before they can harm more buyers. Because at the end of the day, your personal experiences matter deeply. Telling your story literally helps shape future rules and keeps lenders honest. It's really not just about resolving a single issue for yourself. It's about strengthening the entire consumer finance ecosystem for the very next first-time homebuyer.
So looking at this entire ecosystem, from your daily checking account all the way up to the massive enforcement systems tracking the global market, are you ready to confidently navigate it? By understanding these core categories, you are so much better equipped to protect your money, understand your basic rights, and make highly informed borrowing decisions when it's finally time to buy that home.
Now, just a quick reminder, this overview is strictly for general education to help you understand the landscape. In general, your financial journey is completely unique to you. So please always consult a licensed professional about your specific financial situation before making any major moves.
The rules of finance are constantly shifting. Will you be the buyer who gets caught off guard or the one who uses the system to their advantage? Keys open doors, helping you unlock your path to home ownership. If this helped, like, comment, and subscribe.